In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a click to call and WhatsApp button in the WordPress footer. So here's my WordPress website. It's very simple and straightforward. It is using the default theme, which includes a default header and a default footer. I am now inside my WordPress dashboard, and what I'm going to do is install the click to call plugin. So I'm going down to plugins, add new plugin, and from here I'm just going to type click to call. And this is going to pull up all the related plugins with that name. And the first one on the top left corner says call now button, and number one click to call button for WordPress. Basically, this plugin enables you to receive calls from inside WordPress. So what I'm going to do is install now, and it's installing. And now I'm going to touch activate, and it takes me to this page where it's asking me to set up. So basically from here, it's prompting me to create an account, and this account is for advanced features and other purposes. And it also shows me some buttons that I can use, and that's basically it on this setup page. So what I'm going to do, I am not going to create an account, so I'm just going to hit here where it says or click here to continue without an account. Now you're going to see the difference between setting up an account or not setting up an account. So I'm just going to click here, and it brings me to this window that has three buttons: basic, presentation, and scheduler. So under basic, I have the button status. I'm just going to put that to active, and button action, the default is phone. And as you can see, there's an asterisk on the bottom that says create an account. So actually, because I did not create an account, I only have the opportunity to use the phone as the icon. If I had created the account, I could have used these other buttons like an email button or a WhatsApp button, a messenger button. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave it simple and just use the default, which is phone. Phone number, that is very obvious. That's where you enter your phone number, and you will usually want to start with a plus sign and the area code for your country. So that's what I'm going to do now, plus sign, and I'm entering my phone number. Button text, I'm just going to put contact us or call me, something like that. So let me just go ahead and put that here, call us, and I'm going to save the changes. The changes have been saved. Now I'm just going to go over to the presentation tab, and button color, icon color, I'm just going to leave that with the default colors there. Position, I'm just going to leave it to the right corner for now, but later I'm going to use one of these other options here. And if I touch more placement options, I can see that it will give me the ability to put it on the middle right, middle left, top right corner, top left corner, center top, full top. So I'm just going to leave it as right corner for now. Display on, well, assuming that the majority of people will visit my website from a mobile device, I'm just going to leave it to mobile only. This other button here, limit appearance, will only show the button on specific pages. So I'm just going to leave that at blank. Show button on front page, I'm going to leave that to yes, and save changes. And finally, I'm going to go over to the scheduler tab, and from here you can see that you will have to upgrade to enable the scheduler, and that is basically good if you want people to call you only at specific times or specific dates. So as you can see here, it says show all times. I don't have the ability to enable or disable that because it's locked down. I will need to upgrade, and it also shows me the days of the week, so I can set it up for whichever days of the week, after hours or a specific time, but I don't have the ability to do that because I am not upgrading. So from here, we have already configured the click to call button, and let's see what that looks like on a mobile device. But just before I do that, I want to clear the cache so that the changes that I have made will take effect. And one of the easiest ways to clear cache is coming over to post or pages and just editing one of those articles. So I'm coming over to post, all posts, and I'm just going to position myself here where it says quick edit on the first post. It's going to open up a little dialog box. I'm just going to enter a space beside WordPress, and I have already entered the space beside WordPress and update, and that is sufficient to clear the cache. So I now have my WordPress website open on the browser on my mobile device, and the reason you're not seeing the click to call button is because I had not refreshed the page. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page now, and it should come up with the click to call button on the lower right corner. So as you can see, the click to call button appears on the lower right corner, and as I touch it, it's just going to prompt me to make a call to that number that I entered previously. So as you can see, it prompts me to open either with the phone app or with Zoom, which is installed here. And I'm just going to touch the phone and it's just going to open up to the phone app so that I can make the call. I have come back to the click to call plugin. I'm coming over to presentation. What I'm going to do now is to just change this position instead of right corner to full bottoms, and we'll see how it looks on the mobile device. I'm just going to go ahead and save changes here, and changes have been saved. And now I'm back to WordPress on my mobile device. Just remember to clear the cache on your website. So I have already done so, and I'm going to refresh. And as you can see, the aspect of the button has been changed. One of the things that we saw earlier was different options to display the action button. So for example, I had phone, email, WhatsApp, Messenger, among others, but I'm not able to use the WhatsApp button because I had not signed up. So this takes me to the second part of this video, which is how to add a WhatsApp button to the footer of a WordPress website. And one of the plugins that I have installed on this website is Elementor. I'm using the free version of Elementor. As you can see, it's prompting me to upgrade, but I'm not going to upgrade it. I'm just going to use the free version of Elementor. I'm going to create the footer with Elementor. Elementor is fairly easy to use. If you come over to my channel and you scroll down, I have other videos showing how to use Elementor, so you can check out those videos. And I'm going to search for a plugin to install a footer with Elementor. I'm just going to type footer there, and it's going to come up with this one called Ultimate Add-ons for Elementor. This plugin was formerly known as Elementor Header and Footer. What I'm going to do is just install now, and it's installing. And this is a free plugin that you can use if you don't have Elementor Pro to create a footer. You can use this plugin to create a footer with Elementor. I'm just going to activate it now. Now on the dashboard, I can see UAE, and I'm just going to click Header and Footer Builder. So it doesn't have any header or footer. I'm just going to add new. And what I'm going to do here is just select a footer. I'm just going to give it a name. I'm just going to type new footer, and I'm just going to hit publish, and from here edit with Elementor. Oh, before that, I'm just going to make sure that it displays on the entire website. I can actually select all posts or all pages or all my templates, but I'm just going to leave it simple and just put entire website. User roles, I'm just going to leave that empty. I'm just going to hit update because I had already published it, and now I'm just going to hit edit with Elementor. So it's obviously going to open up Elementor. As you can see, it says new footer. I'm going to hit the plus sign, and which layout will you like to use? I'm going to select Flexbox, and from here I'm just going to select this one. Now I'm just going to touch this plus sign, and it displays the elements that I can use, from which I'm just going to select this first one, heading. So I will just drag it over here, and what I'm going to type here in this empty space is let's talk. So remember, I'm creating a footer. Let's talk. And I'm just going to hit this other plus sign, and I'm going to add a button. So I'm going to look for a button here, and I found it. So I'm just going to drag this button here, and that's going to be my WhatsApp button. And finally, I'm going to touch this plus sign, and I'm just going to insert some social icons. So I'm just going to search for social, and I'm just going to drag these icons here. I'm coming back to this element, which is the heading, and I'm just going to come over to style, typography, text color. I'm just going to touch text color, and I'm going to put a black color there. And for the button, click here instead of click here. I am just going to change this to contact us, and I'm just going to put an icon here, and this icon is going to be a WhatsApp button. So I'm just going to put a WhatsApp button there, insert, and as you can see, the WhatsApp button is there. I personally like it after the word us, so I'm going to come back here and just icon position, start, and I'm going to put it to N, and here's a link to insert into the button. So we'll just replace your number with my number, so I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to start with a plus sign. So here's my number, and custom message. I want to type a custom message that says something like I need more info. That's all I'm going to type, and this is the link that I'm going to enter into the button section in WordPress. I'm just going to copy this now and I'm going to paste it there. So where it says link, I will just remove this number sign and paste the link that I copied from my notepad. Now, as for the social icons, I will obviously need to enter the URL for my Facebook and Twitter or X account and YouTube. You can do that by coming over to Facebook here on the left, and you will just need to paste the link, the URL for your Facebook account. Same thing for Twitter or X. Just go ahead and type URL for your X account, and YouTube, just type the URL for your YouTube account. But I'm not going to do that on this video. I'm just going to go ahead and type publish. So I'm back to my WordPress site on my mobile device, and remember to clear the cache. I have already done so. I'm going to refresh the page, and I'm refreshing the page here, and I'm scrolling down, and I'm actually not seeing the footer that I have created. So I'm going to tell you exactly why this footer is not coming up. I'm refreshing the page again, and I am not seeing the footer at all. So let me just tell you why this footer is not appearing. Remember at the beginning, I told you I was using a very simple website. It had a very simple installation, and I'm going to show you here under appearance and themes. So I'm actually using this extendable theme, which is a default one that came on the site after it got installed. And apparently this theme is not compatible with the UAE, which is the plugin that I use to install the Elementor footer. So what I have to do is to change my theme. Now, as I change my theme, the appearance of my website is going to change. So it's not going to look like this. And actually the theme has to do with the appearance of your website. So just keep in mind that if this happens to you and you have to change the theme, you might want to have a backup of your WordPress website before, but by changing the theme, you might change the appearance of the website. So I'm coming back to appearance, and I'm going to go to add new theme, and I'm going to install one that I know works well with Elementor. I'm just going to use this hello theme. Is a very good theme for Elementor. I'm going to install this theme, and I'm going to activate it. And after I activate it, that should work with the footer that I created with the UIE plugin. I'm just going to go ahead and activate here. And as you can see, it has been activated. And let's go back to the mobile device and see what it looks like now. So I'm back to my WordPress website on a mobile device, and obviously I'm going to refresh the page here. And as you can see, I have a different aspect on this website, and it does have the footer, obviously that needs to rearrange a little bit, but it does show the footer on the lower part of the window. So let me just go ahead and rearrange that a little bit. What I will do here is come back to UAE header and footer, and from here edit with Elementor. And what I want to do here is to put this let's talk. I'm going to center it, so style, center, and this contact us button is actually going to the center as well. And I noticed that I wrote contact without the C, so I'm just going to put the C there, contact us, and I'm coming over to style, and I'm going to put it in the center, position center, and I'm going to publish this again, and that shall fix the problem. I'm going to go back up and refresh the page. And after it has been refreshed, you can see that Let's Talk comes up in the center and Contact Us Too comes up in the center. And if I touch the Contact Us button, it will prompt me to WhatsApp. And on the lower part of the window, it says, I need more info. So it definitely works. So as you can see, that is how we add a click to call and WhatsApp button in the WordPress footer. But stay with me to watch other videos where I show how to set up WhatsApp in WordPress.